As always, I might have to black out some labels. A token power resistor purchase, 16 ohms, 100 watts. Lately, these are the item that I choose to throw in the cart when I need at least 3 items for choice delivery, or if there's a good price. And I just choose the values, for example, 16 ohms, 8 ohms, 4 ohms, based on typical audio amplifier speaker test loads, so I can eventually maybe actually put them to use like that. I don't know what quantity 2 means, but 320 pieces of assorted M3 hardware. I can't get the sticker fully off, so we have 5mm, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20 millimeters long, 20 pieces of each, and then 160 M3 nuts. So I wanted various lengths of M3, and I can't get this stuff at a reasonable cost, if at all, in the local hardware store, so I had to order it this way. I already had 5mm, but I don't know what length I required, so I thought I would get as many as I can. And those are basically to coordinate with these M3 brass inserts. So I've been using those lately, but the 5mm M3 is too short to go into here as well as pass through a circuit board and an enclosure. So that's what this is for. And these 6 temperature humidity meters. I think the cost of this for 6 of these was like $5 and something, so it was also filler to just place an order, because really I wanted these, but I had to order 3 things. And I use these all over the place in general, including this one here above the workbench. I have 3 different ones throughout the basement area and several in different areas on the main floor, so I can always use more, especially when each one is less than $1. Of course, it's very cheaply made, like it feels like it's barely snapped together, it might fall apart. And there's what it looks like on the inside. So I wonder how this reading compares to the other one. Let those sit there. Another power resistor, 100 watt, 10 ohm. I don't know if I'm able to get that to show. Again, adding to the collection, 1/8 inch stereo plug to 2 jacks, Y splitter. I can't remember exactly what I had in mind, but I have so many different adapters between different things or splitters to duplicate signals. So there must be something I had in mind. I'll have it when I figure out what I want it to do. And 10 tantalum capacitors, 10 micro, 25 volt. So these tantalums appear to be 10 micro. I'm going to have to hope they're 25 volts if I'm going to use them in something like a PC motherboard, maybe on a max 12 volt rail. It'll be fun to find out if they hold up whenever I go to use them for a 25 volt purpose. I've now got 3 of those temperature humidity things going, and the one I had on the shelf here, and another one from Amazon that I keep in another part of the basement. I just want to have them all lined up and let them stabilize and see how they compare. Heat shrink tubing, 328 pieces, different sizes and colors. I think I was getting this to do the minimum order. But also, it's been a while since I bought any, and with all the different sizes, sometimes I might make a cable or something on a connector. I might need 15 pins to be insulated with a certain size. So I don't know if I'm running out of any size. It's good to restock a general inventory. Then I have 3 different kinds of hooks. Each set of these were a couple of dollars, maybe $3. And different quantities depending on the size of them. So I have some that are more brass looking, bronze looking, and I wanted to start getting some larger ones. I've mostly had the small ones, so I was using these threading them into the stud walls in the basement or the ceiling. And then if I need to run some cable for some reason temporarily, I could do that. This ESP8266 relay is kind of flapping in the breeze, hanging down. I need to put a hook up there to get this thing properly mounted again. I don't know what happened. I think I had it taped up and the tape kind of fell. So I'll add these to my other collection of various types of hooks and color schemes. There's some S hooks to go on a chain maybe. I got 4 more of these car tire inflating air chucks and this extension air hose. So in the last mailbag, I got one of these to try it out and it worked fine. You just clip that onto the valve stem on the tire you're looking to inflate, attach the normal end of the pump here, and just have a quick connect. And it worked well. I used it on the car to fill 2 tires. So these I got on one of those bundle deals for only $2.49 each. So I wanted to get a bunch of spares just in case while I look for a proper higher quality one somewhere local. And also just in case it gets a little flimsy, where I have that big inflator part here, the big plastic part I clip on here. It's still a little awkward, too much bulky stuff in one spot. So I thought, if this all fits, now I can clamp the pump onto here, have an extension, and now I have more room to properly get in there with minimal space needed. Hopefully that all works. Around 28 psi, I want to put a couple more in. So I have the extension. Just push this on and release. And quick release. 30 psi. Running out of room, but this is the last item. Or items. These things are all related, so there's just a USB cable and one of these mini JST kind of cables with DuPont female leads on the other end. And here's a bunch of just bare wire ends of the same type of connector. It may go by different style names, but on AliExpress it's MX 1.25 millimeter 4-pin 10 centimeters JST. And that is all relevant to the cheap yellow display. And there it is. It's that ESP32 based yellow circuit board with a display on it, micro SD card, USB interface. And there's 3 of these 4-pin mini JST connectors. This one should be 5 volts ground and UART transmit receive TTL and some GPIO. So that's where these little connectors come into play. For breadboarding, maybe I can plug this one in and easily connect, or for something more custom I can use these. And since it only comes with one, I wanted spares as well as the fact that there's 3 connectors like this, so what if I wanted to do more things? So there's one of those connectors with the bare leads, and these can be put to all kinds of uses. And now to check on these temperature humidity meters. These need some light, so looking at temperatures in degrees C, we have 21.9, 22.4, 21.9, 21.8, and 21.7. Relative humidity, 45%, 40%, 41%, 43%, and 45%. I can't remember the tolerance on this. I think the temperature is supposed to be within half a degree C, so it's mostly okay. It's just this little one is the one that's more out of spec against the others. And the humidity, between 40%, 41%, up to 45, 45, 43. For my purpose, just to have a general idea, is it getting too damp in a basement? That's okay, so I can work with that. So that's a bunch of useful stuff. Various kinds of mounting hardware for projects. More of these tire valve inflating accessories, general restocking, capacitors, heat shrink, and more projects with the cheap yellow display. Thanks to supporters of the channel for helping make this possible.